Back about 2 weeks ago, I made a video on why Dragon Ball GT Goku vs Dragon Ball Super Goku wasn't even close. Even with me making Xeno Goku vs Superboy Prime and Xeno Vegeta vs Owner Force Thor, this video had the most people pissed off and had people thinking that I hate GT, which isn't even remotely accurate. So in this video, we will be doing a rescale for Dragon Ball GT. To get the true strength of GT Goku, this will include the movies as well, mostly because it can be argued as canon, and even though, in my opinion, the movies don't change anything about the scaling, it will be included regardless. With this, let's begin and show the true strength of GT's incarnation of Son Goku. Back in Dragon Ball Z, Goku has fought many times, fighting from Z to the movies, from Vegeta to Turles, from Frieza to Slug, and then to Cooler. Even using his base form was enough to catch a suppressed Metacooler, while both were using instant transmission, which was connected to a subspace beyond conceptual spacetime. And that's not all. Goku grows far more powerful, fighting stronger and stronger opponents, reaching past Super Saiyan to 2 and finally 3. However, his Super Saiyan 3 form wasn't even enough to defeat the universe ender Kid Buu. Someone so powerful that he could have destroyed the entire Kaya realm, which is 1/10 the size of the macrocosm, which the macrocosm contains the afterlife which transcends dimensions and the same subspace connected to instant transmission. So right off the bat, very powerful character. Even after defeating the infamous Kid Buu with a spirit bomb, Goku and Vegeta end up having to fight the incarnation of evil, Janemba, who could only be defeated by Super Gogeta. And this was even after Goku powered up into Super Saiyan 3, shaking and warping reality of the afterlife, being far superior to anything we've seen Kid Buu do, yet wasn't enough to push this demon. Which just means it's even more crazy to think that Janemba is quite fodder even to the beginning of GT, because by the end of Z, Goku would go on to train for 10 years by himself and fight a young boy named Oob, being the actual reincarnation of Kid Buu. Goku actually thinking Oob was as powerful as he would ever be, at least being comparable to Kid Buu in strength, with a less suppressed Goku being more powerful to beat Oob with moderate difficulty, going to train with Oob for the next 5 years. This is where Oob and Goku would have their graduation matchup, and they were comparable in strength until Goku was turned into a child. Now while the scan says that Goku only lost stamina, in the GT Toei website there was a scan that says as a child Goku does not have full control of his full power until later in the adventure, meaning that he is not as powerful as he was at the beginning of GT until later, which is probably where he fights Rildo. Said by Goku, Rildo is stronger than Majin Buu, and said by Rildo, Goku wasn't even using half of his power to beat his ass. This means this base Goku is at least twice as powerful as Kid Buu, but this isn't it. Goku, Trunks, and Pan, before finally getting home, meet a infinite mutant android cyborg thingy mabob named Baby, who is behind everything, absorbing Rildo and surpassed all of them going back to Earth first. He would absorb and possess multiple humans, then finally meeting Goten. Baby would use the power of Super Saiyan Goten to push Gohan into a Super Saiyan, then taking control of him too. Finally, he gets the perfect host by getting Gohan and Goten teaming up on Vegeta to become Baby Vegeta. Goku, Trunks, and Pan would finally return to Earth. Trunks would end up being possessed by Baby, as well as nearly the entire human population. Baby would take his full rematch with Son Goku and use Super Saiyan, which yes is Silverish for Baby Vegeta, would stop Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who should be 400 times more powerful than base form. Baby would then absorb enough energy to form into Strongest Form 1, which should resemble Super Saiyan 2, as Strongest Form 2 resembles Super Saiyan 3, which would bring the infamous statement everyone seems to know. Baby claims he has reached the strongest Saiyan power, and Goku agrees. Both should have access and knowledge of Vegeta's limits back in the Buu Saga, surpassing the entire Z era by this point. Remember, Super Vegeta grants such a power-up that it is directly comparable to Super Saiyan 4. Basically, a Super Saiyan 4 Buu Saga Goku would have been beaten by this version of Baby, even after escaping and being sent to a realm in-between dimensions called Sukaraku space, which is outside of space and time. He blew it up in one shot, and Goku would return, finally somehow gaining back his tail, you don't want to ask, and would not be any stronger somehow. Baby even mocks Goku about it, and by this time Baby has strongest form 2, which resembles Super Saiyan 3, which is 8 times more powerful than Super Saiyan, being so powerful to beat Majub, who was said to be stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, by Baby himself. Goku would become a Golden Ozaru, gaining 10 times the power ramp from an Ozaru, which is consistent since Baby Vegeta is 8 times more powerful than above Super Saiyan 3, so it can work by the scale. And way after Goku turns into the infamous Super Saiyan 4, being able to beat Baby with a smidgen of his power, Baby goes into a Golden Ozaru state by gaining 1000 times the certain amount of blood waves. Now some people have said that makes Baby 1000 times more powerful than a normal Golden Ozaru, but that doesn't work, and could only use the 1000 times blood waves because Baby did not have access to a tail, which is why he transformed in the first place. And by this point, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is evenly matched with Golden Ozaru Baby Vegeta, who should be 10 times more powerful than his own Super Saiyan 3 state, which would actually mean Super Saiyan 4 is 10 times more powerful than Golden Ozaru. This fight goes on, Golden Ozaru Baby gains his full power, and then Goku absorbs enough energy from the others to become Super Full Power Saiyan 4, and completely destroy Baby. Meanwhile, in Hell, Dr. Mew and Dr. Gero work together to create a being known as Hellfighter 17. Tricking to trap Goku in Hell, Gero and Mew let Hellfighter 17 loose on the living world. Owing to the fight on Earth, regular 17 would be controlled and fuse with Hellfighter 17 to become the legendary Super 17, merely being formed, making the living world and afterlife merge into one, being the most powerful feat we've seen in GT yet, allowing the dead back to life. Super 17, while not as powerful as Baby yet, is a force to be reckoned with. He tanked Majub's attacks as if nothing happened. Super Gohan's Kamehameha did nothing, and Super Saiyan Goku actually was able to match with it, which means Super Saiyan Goku surpassed a much stronger version of Majub, who was much stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku back in the Baby Saga. For quick maths, that means Goku got at least 64 times more powerful in the duration of the time skip. But then as the fight goes on, Super 17 absorbs more and more energy, eventually surpassing Super Saiyan 4 Goku, even when he's using a Kamehameha times 10. Gets completely absorbed by 17, and then gets caught off guard and gets one-shotted by Dragon Fist Base Goku, because Super 17's weakness is that if he gets caught off guard, he basically has a worse version of what happens to Blue Goku in Resurrection of F. So for all you Dragon Ball GT wankers out there, Base Goku does not scale to 17 like this. Some time passes since the defeat of Super 17, and the rise of the Shadow Dragons is upon us. While some of these dudes are powerful, some of them are extremely fodder and don't need to be talked about. But Rage Shenron. That argument, a bit for him being above Super Saiyan 4 Goku, then Base Nova being stronger than Rage, yeah, no, I've debunked that, it's in the description. In Goku's fight with Nova, it seemed that Super Saiyan 4 gained some kind of weird ability. Seeing an ability twice allows Goku to gain some kind of resistance to it in Super Saiyan 4. In some cases, actually gaining a full-on immunity to it, just like I's powers. Anyways, later, Goku one-shots Aiz with the Dragon Fist, further proof that the technique allows the user to one-shot someone, either being similar in power to the user or being outright stronger. Then suddenly, Sin Shenron arrives, killing Nova with a single finger blast and forcing Goku to use the Kamehameha times 10, and it does nothing to him. Even with healing, Goku's Dragon Fist, while piercing through Sin got them Kid Buu bullshit regeneration. So even after absorbing Gohan, Goten and Trunks' energy, Goku re-accesses full power Super Saiyan 4 to a new level, Ultra Full Power Word Saiyan 4. With this, Goku is able to slap and beat Sin Shenron even while being blinded. But with this, Sin absorbs the Dragon Balls and gains all the abilities of every other dragon and growing 10 times more powerful, which probably means by the end of this, Super Saiyan 4 Goku has resistances to all of these abilities, which includes the thunder attacks and the fire and ice abilities and all that. And then eventually, but not limited to, the negative energy ability to erode stuff, basically. And by this point, we see Super Saiyan 4 show a new ability, a healing factor, allowing Goku's blinded eyes to see. But even with this, Vegeta going Super Saiyan 4 and everything working together, they need a fuse to recreate the angel born in hell, Gogeta. To defeat Sin Shenron finally, they arise Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, being so powerful that he cannot be beat by anyone, being stated to be dozens of times more powerful than a regular Super Saiyan 4. So powerful, being the strongest being in the entirety of GT, said to have no rival and can beat Omega Shenron with a finger, but doesn't because he's a lovable bastard and just wants to have fun. But when time comes, Gogeta's about to end the Shadow Dragon by blasting the Big Bang Kamehameha, but then defuses because it's Dragon Ball. Omega may be weakened, but still far more powerful than Goku and Vegeta alone. Eventually, Goku would be down, out of energy, power, and seemingly dead, until the rise of the Spirit Bomb. Goku was alive, showing so much more power, but a change came over Son Goku. However, this Goku isn't as powerful as you may seem. He may be far stronger than Ultra Super Saiyan 4 full power long ass name Goku from before, but he isn't the strongest. Gogeta's the strongest, being stated to have no rival anyways. Gogeta's just the GOAT, man. Gogeta's just the GOAT. Goku goes with Shenron ascending to the Dragon Realm, an inaccessible realm to even the Kais, absorbing and merging with the Dragon Balls, granting him all of their abilities, and that would seemingly be the last of Son Goku, until it wasn't. 100 years pass and Pan was nearly dead, and somehow Goku was still a prime adult, alive and in the physical realm, revealing the Dragon Balls to Goku Jr. and returning to somewhere, ascending back to probably the Dragon Realm. With this, Goku, it's unknown if he is still in change state or base form. As well, Gogeta being stated to have no rival, it kind of proves that he is stronger than Timeskip Goku, but Starting from the beginning, base GT Goku scales above Kid Buu, while turning into a kid kinda reverse to that. By the time he fights Rildo, half of his power scales above Rildo, who scales above Kid Buu, going into Super Saiyan 3, growing 400 times more powerful, and still getting beat by Super Saiyan Baby Vegeta. Baby would absorb energy and eventually reach strongest form 1, surpassing Super Vegeta and the entire Buu saga. Cope. Majub is able to surpass Super Saiyan 3 Goku and fight strongest form 2 Baby, who is at least 8 times stronger than Baby Vegeta, who beat Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Goku returns being 10 times stronger than Super Saiyan 3 level from before, giving Golden Ozaru at least being a 10 times amp on top of Super Saiyan 3. This overall makes the form 4,000 times base form. Baby goes Golden Ozaru growing 10 times more powerful, to which Super Saiyan 4 Goku, already being out, is comparable in strength, meaning Super Saiyan 4 is 10 times Golden Ozaru's amp, or 40,000 times base form. And Super 17's initial power level was comparable in strength to Super Saiyan Goku. This Super Saiyan Goku would be more powerful than Majub by this point. Super 17 grows and surpasses Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who is again 64 times more powerful than Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the Baby Saga. Rage Shenron would surpass this, Nova at full power would scale above this, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku would scale comparable in strength to this. Sin Shenron one-shots Nova, tanks Kamehameha times 10 with 0 damage, and Dragon Fist once again shows that it can one-shot an opponent stronger than the user. Then Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is able to stomp Sin even worse than the Dragon Fist did, meaning he's just absurdly more powerful in that form apparently. Sin gets 10 times more powerful to become Omega Shenron, which gets stomped by Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who gets dozens of times more powerful than this level of power, reaching the peak of power in GT regardless of what you say. And yeah, finally, the Change State, who is stronger than Omega but weaker than Gogeta, and Timeskip Goku, who is in the exactly same state. However, even if you argue that he does not contribute to the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's non-rival state for some reason, guess what? He's featless and there's no way to scale him anyway. So it just comes to speculation, and this doesn't even get started to the actual power scaling segment, which is just gonna shock your mind, trust me. With Goku having absurd power beyond the macrocosm, containing many realms that transcend space-time, beyond the subspace connected to instant transmission, and the afterlife which transcends dimensions beyond Sugaraku space that are outside of dimensions and space-time. This gives base Goku's attack potency range from a low-end side being multiversal to high complex multiversal, to a high-end side being, outerversal in power, which is gonna go great in the comments. For speed, low end scaling for Goku got at bare minimum infinite or an inaccessible speed for surpassing instant transmission, and with high end scaling, oh god, this is gonna go well in the comments, got immeasurable to irrelevant speed for instant transmission, being comparable to time travel and being beyond conceptual space-time. Shortening GT Goku's many abilities in his moveset, we got the basic stuff of key manipulation, flight, teleportation, and the awesome key rule, which allows him to overpower any hacks, varying if he's stronger than his opponent. But with Super Saiyan 4, he gains more resistances to almost any ability as long as he sees the ability beforehand, having minor regeneration and even energy absorption. Not only this, but Goku's got the Kamehameha times 10, which allows him to damage people who is far more powerful than himself, and with the Dragon Fist just able to one-shot people who can one-shot the user. And not only that, GT Goku's skill is absurd as well, with scaling above his Saiyan Saga self, which got 6 months of training with King Kai, which should be comparable to 500 years training on Earth, because King Kai's training in 1 year is comparable to 1,000 years in earthly training in every martial arts style and more. Now remember, Goku trained with King Kai from Cell to the Buu Saga in 7 years, and got training by himself thinking it would be more beneficial to him from Buu Saga to the end of Z being 10 years, and training with U being even superior to that for 5 years. Throw in the fact that GT Goku went through GT, and then the 100-year time skip later, well, not even including that, and he's got over like 22,000 years of experience in just a couple of decades. And that may be his experience, but his skill exceeds beings millions of years old, and I'm talking millions of 10 millions of years old, being above Kid Buu in that. Even though Kid Buu wasn't really a martial artist, the Kais that he outwitted were. So it would give him insane scaling with skill anyways. Take that, Batman fans! And that's still not it, because Goku has forms like Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3, allowing him to get 50 times, 100 times, and 400 times more powerful, and with Super Saiyan 4, over 40,000 times base form, releasing higher forms by absorbing energy, or, well, just by absorbing energy, and he would be able to one-shot his original level of Super Saiyan 4. This is shown from full power and ultra full power throughout GT. Overall, GT Goku was just way more powerful than I thought originally. Like, way too powerful. I think I'm gonna have to do a Dragon Ball Super scale right after this. Of course, if that's voted on in the Discord. You should go check out the Discord, by the way. And then maybe we'll have a rematch with GT vs Super again. Or maybe just go into another AF video, upscale that and all that, and probably finish the Saga and entire AF stories series, I guess. And before ending this video and telling you to subscribe, I've got to actually shout out everyone in my Discord. Thank you all for the help you put in. All the scans that you upload in the Discord allow me to actually work this GT scale better than I did originally. So thank you all for that. And I also got to thank all of you guys, because now we have surpassed 2,000 subscribers. So I want to thank you all for that. Anyways, this is the end of the video. Thanks guys for watching. And like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. And I just hope you enjoyed the video. It took a bit of effort to put in. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.